Sairam students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn EVS 1 Geography, third chapter, the Earth and its Living World, part 3. Students, in previous video of EVS 1 Geography, we have learned lithosphere means land. But today we are going to learn about hydrosphere means water. Students, 2/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. This means students, out of 3 equal parts, 2 parts contain water and 1 part is land. You can more clearly understand in this diagram. Students, in this diagram, you can see 1/3 part of land and 2/3 part is water. This means out of 3, 1 part is land and 2 part is water. Students, our next point is oceans. Most of this water is in the ocean. So you can see here the picture of ocean. Students, most of this means 2/3 of water in the ocean, and ocean water is salty. Salty means namkeen. Students, our next point is ocean water is salty. So this salt enters the ocean through rivers which pass over rocks and soil, picking up salt along the way. This means students, along the way, when the river flows over the rocks and soil, it picks up salt, and with the salt it enters the ocean, and because of which ocean water becomes salty. Is it clear? Now the next is, there are 5 oceans, namely the Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, the Southern Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Now let's see the map. Students, in this map I will show you the 5 oceans. The first is the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Second is Pacific Ocean. This is the Pacific Ocean. Third, the Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean to the south. Then the Arctic Ocean. This is the Arctic Ocean. And the next is the Indian Ocean. So these are the 5 oceans. So they are the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, the Southern Ocean and the Indian Ocean. Is it clear? Now the next we are going to see is the coastal region. The land along the margins of an ocean is called the coastal region. This is the picture of the coastal region. Yes, this area to the margin of the ocean is called the coastal region. Here you can see some residents of the people over there. So those residents is known as the coastal region. And the next point is, water bodies of different shapes and sizes are formed along the coast. For example, sea, bay, strait, gulf, creek, etc. These water bodies are part of the ocean. Now the next is surface water. There are many streams of water flowing over the land. This water is not salty but fresh. Means surface water is fresh water. It's not salty. Next, these streams of water may be rills, brooks, streams or rivers. Rills are the smallest and rivers the biggest. Now we will say rivers, reels, brooks, streams join each other to form a river. Means all this comes together, reel, brooks, streams, and then they form a river. Students, this is a picture of a river flowing. So you can see it's flowing. So you can see this river flowing. Yes, how it is formed? Yes, it is formed by joining reels, brooks, streams together. Okay, now the next, rivers which join to make a bigger river are called its tributary. Now I will show you the picture. Yes, students, in this picture you can see the tributaries of the river. See. Okay. Yes, students. Now tell me, what is tributary? Yes, tributaries are the small rivers which come together and forms a bigger river, is known as tributaries. Now the next is waterfall. In some places, a river cascades down a sudden drop. This forms a waterfall. Cascade downs mean comes down. Yes, you can see the river flowing downwards. This is known as cascade downs. This forms a waterfall. Okay. Now the next is rivers. All rivers eventually flow into the ocean. So this is a picture of ocean. Yes, this is a picture of ocean. All rivers eventually go and meet oceans. Yes, right. The next is lakes. A water body formed by water collecting naturally in a low-lying area of land is called a lake. Now, low-lying area of land means the area near to the sea level. That area is known as low-lying area. So, students, when water gets collected in the low-lying area of land, it is known as lakes. See, this is a picture of lakes. Now the next point is, we can also say that lake is a large area of water surrounded by land. See. Yes, this is a picture of lakes. You can see. What is this? Area of water surrounded by land. Students, next is water in the form of ice. Water particles in the clouds freeze, and in cold region they come down in the form of snow. When layers of snow pile up on the ground, they form ice. Yes, students, this means water particles in the clouds, what happen? They get freeze, and in some cold region they come down in the form of snow as rain comes down. And when this layers of snow pile up on the ground, means it forms like hips, they form ice. Is it clear? And then when such layers of ice pile up in a low-lying area, they become enormous in size. Enormous in size means very large in size. This huge mass slips down a slope at a very slow speed. This is called a glacier. See, you can see this is a picture of glacier. Here you can see ice piled up in a low-lying area. See here, this all. So they are known as glacier. Is it clear? There are also huge blocks of ice floating in the sea. These blocks of floating ice are called icebergs. See here, this is iceberg. Okay. Now students, next we are going to see is groundwater. Besides this water bodies on the earth's surface, there is a lot of water stored in the underground layer of rock. Means beside all those water bodies on the earth's surface, there is lot of water stored underground layer of rock. This type of underground stored water is called groundwater. Means the water which is stored underground is known as groundwater. See, and we get this water in the forms of springs. So you can see in this picture, the water is shown. You can see the water. Yes, this water we get from the underground springs. Now how we reach there? We reach it by means of dug well and bore wells. See, this is a dug well. Now many lakes and wells get water from underground springs. So this is a hand pump. Students, see, you can see the water coming out from the hand pump. This water we get from underground springs. Is it clear? Yes, our next point is the water or ice that occupies the earth's surface, groundwater, and the water vapor in the atmosphere together form the earth's hydrosphere. This means, students, the water or ice occupies the earth's surface, means groundwater, and the water vapor in the atmosphere all together form the earth's hydrosphere. Hydrosphere means water. Very good. Now the next, what we have learned today, we have learned hydrosphere means water. Now activity, fill in the blanks. First, fill in the blank. Rills, brooks, streams join each other to form dash. What will be the answer? Yes, rivers. Very good. Second one, a water body formed by water collecting naturally in a low-lying area of land is called a dash, lakes. Good. That's all for today. Sai Ram, students. Meet in the next period. Till then, thank you.